And so what do you think is the single best business decision you've made that's changed everything? Is it just believing in yourself and betting on sort of content?
I think putting other people on. The business, not being the main character.
Okay.
Removing myself, removing my ego, and let other people shine was the best decision I made because I'm finally making money when I sleep.
Hello and welcome back to Comedy Means Business. My guest today is Kountry Wayne, one of comedy's most compelling current case studies in independent entrepreneurship. Born to Wayne Colley and raised in the one stoplight town of Millen, Georgia, Wayne began his ascent as a content creator, putting out comedic clips to Facebook. After earning his first $70 payout, he went all in on the platform, eventually coming to post around 1,200 pieces of content per month. Interestingly, over time, Wayne came to focus on the vertical microdrama, producing serialized skits with a recurring set of characters that some have equated to a soap opera. Today, this content operation generates billions of views a month and 8 figures annually in ad revenue. But for Wayne, this represents just one piece of the puzzle. In the last decade, he's also scaled a successful career as a stand-up, culminating in a pair of specials for rival streaming giants. A Woman's Prayer, which debuted at #1 on Netflix, and Nostalgia, which premiered on Prime Video in March. Wayne has since moved further into the mainstream with roles in the likes of the Taika Waititi series Time Bandits, and at age 38, his ambitions seem to know no limits. With a podcast set to launch this fall, he also has a self-financed indie coming up and an app in the works to boot. Impressively, Wayne has done all this while raising 10 children. So today we get into how Wayne built his empire and what he envisions for himself as he moves forward. Kountry Wayne, thank you so much for being here with me.
Man, I thank you for having me.
So I've been reading a lot about you. I read this LA Times piece where you compared yourself to the new Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
And you said you're sort of in but not in, like... So I'm curious if you could talk about that. I mean, do you really believe that? I mean, you've really broken through into the inside. It feels like you've got 2 big specials on these streaming services. You're making movies, like you're doing TV with Taika Waititi. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm still so country though. I think my numbers got me in, but it's like if I didn't have the numbers, we never really seen. I'm really a country boy. Yeah. So it's like I'm still country. I got family members that still say over yonder.
Yeah, sure. And
I know them. And it's like, so the Beverly Hillbillies, like, basically hit a lick and came to Beverly Hills, and that's who I am. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not too caught up on what's going on out here. I just handle my business and mind my business, and then, you know, I be in business with those who I'm in business with. But the reason why I say that, because I'm still just a country boy, man, at heart. I'm still simple.
You must have gotten set up with meetings with people, like, in the more traditional space, right?
Yeah.
Studio people and stuff?
Yeah, and I don't know nobody.
What is that conversation like? Like, do you feel like they understand you and your audience and what you're bringing, or like...
No, I really don't think they do. I think they understand the numbers.
Numbers make a difference, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think... There's some people who get me, but they don't get it because a lot of my audience is from the South.
Sure.
The real country towns, not just Atlanta. You're talking about like... Cuthbert and Meridian, Mississippi. So it's like, you know, I got a lot of towns that follow me. Got started on Facebook, and a lot of people who stayed on Facebook were the small towns. So the audience that serves me don't get served. So it's like people just see the numbers and like, oh. And then I have done stuff that's bigger, like the Netflix special, the Amazon special. So I did hit another audience in these major cities. Yeah. But it's very niche. Like sure. A big boutique.
Well, that's part of what I'm really interested in with stand-up is like I've sat down with people like Max Amini and Ali Siddiq. They have massive audiences. They're playing like arenas, but yeah, again, it's like there might be a disconnect with the traditional system. That's kind of fascinating to me. You're someone who's made this entire incredible empire around you. So I just wanted to talk about that today. Like, first of all, like, as much as I understand, you grew up in a small town in Georgia, and humor was sort of like a survival mechanism, as it is for like a lot of comics. I feel like, what was your concept from a very early age of like who you wanted to be and what you wanted to do? You rapped as well. Like you always knew you wanted to perform from really young? Oh
yeah, I knew I wanted to perform. I wanted to be a rapper, and comedy wasn't on my mind. But to be honest, when well, by the time it came on my mind, I was like, this is what I do the easiest. You know, I could have been the best rapper. I was pretty good, but I definitely wasn't gonna make it. Like once I heard Young Thug rap on a song and how he was catching the beat, I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But comedy, I knew I wanted to be a performer for sure.
When did you kind of start thinking about yourself differently in terms of like thinking about comedy more?
Man, 2014.
Yeah.
2014, I was 26 years old. And I seen it start happening on social media. I'm like, oh, these skits are going viral. Of people I'm like, oh, I can do that at a high level. So I started in September 2014. I went viral that October, and I haven't stopped since.
And at the beginning, you were just making videos yourself?
Yeah. I was making videos myself, but it worked immediately.
You and your phone?
Yeah, me and my phone. I had the phone in my face, and I'd do situations, and you'll hear the voices of people around me, but I was doing those skits, and it worked fast. This
is so interesting to me because it's like, I'm always like, what makes it work? You know, why do certain things take off? And it's like, I'm curious about that with you. It was interesting to me that you went to Facebook also. It seemed very smart to me. Like you go, well, I don't know about Facebook at the time. It's now something that seems like people are more into Instagram and TikTok and stuff, but can you tell me about how did you gravitate toward Facebook and like describe some of the early days and like what this kind of looked like for you?
I think Facebook, the older audience was on there, and I was just like, I was fresh to them. So it's like I was the only one that still sounded like the 90s. The way I talk, the way I move, the way I think, the kids, the family. So I reminded everybody of home. It was like nostalgia feeling. I feel like the songs, like I was dancing in front of doors. That was getting me a lot of followers. Then I was a Dallas Cowboy fan. And I think people just related to me because even if they were from the city, everybody got cousins in the country. So I reminded everybody of, hey man, just a fun cousin. And I think that's what resonated with people. I
want to connect how you go from like the story was that you first got like $70 from Facebook and you were like, okay, I'm going all in on this. And then you're suddenly doing, in a decade, you're doing like billions of views a month on Facebook and other platforms. And I'm just curious, like, I'd love to dissect that rise. Like, well, first, like in the early days, did you have day jobs? Like, what were you how fast did like that take off to the point where it was making you money?
Okay, to be honest, I started 2014, but I had I was building a nightclub and throwing parties. Okay,
you're working in the nightclub business. Okay,
I ain't gonna lie, I was selling drugs too.
Yeah.
It was you know, I was a hustler, man. It was you know, I feel like I was getting interrogated just then.
Me no.
I'm just joking. But no, I was so I was throwing parties, and then I got nightclubs, and then I went 2014. So then I went viral that October. The club opened December, and then by January I was 100% legit. It didn't start making money immediately. I just started getting calls to do stand up, but I knew I couldn't do it yet.
You got calls to do stand up off of the videos?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And I was like, nah, I'm not.
Who? Like
promoters.
Oh, really? Okay.
Promoters. And then I started going into clubs 2016. Yep. But yeah, I was turning that money down at first. That stand up money. I was like, nah. But they was booking me off the of me doing the comedy videos.
So how do you, did you kind of consult with anyone or study anything to figure out the Facebook and these algorithms and stuff? Like, or was this all on your own?
It felt like high school. It felt like a big high school to me. Social media always felt like a big high school. It's like, oh, this is because that's all it is. It's just like high school is. Social media is high school. It's like finding a way to get a buzz, knowing when to walk in, the popular girl. It's like, so it was like fun. It was fun to me.
So were you just figuring this out on your own, basically?
Oh yeah.
You were just messing around and trying to see what would work?
I kind of knew what was going to work.
How?
Because I just knew situations. So I knew who I was talking to, right? So it's like, because where are you from?
LA.
So you from LA. So you know if you do some LA skits about a Valley girl, she's like, no, why? You know, you're going to pick up a LA audience because like, yeah, I talked to a girl like that. So I just...
You know your audience.
I know my audience. I knew who I was talking to.
It seems like you're in the space of like being not just a comedian, but like a media mogul. Did you I think you'd said like Tyler Perry, someone you'd looked at. Like, are there people you looked at? Can you talk about that? Can you talk about like influences?
Oh, yeah.
People you model yourself off of?
Yeah, Tyler Perry definitely. But I didn't think about that until the pandemic.
Okay, yeah.
So I started 2014, but I wasn't getting paid off social media. I didn't start getting paid to 2020. But it was during the pandemic.
2020 was when it started to really print money?
Yeah, that's when it started printing money.
Okay.
Because they weren't monetizing at first. When social media first started, there was no monetization. So we were just monetizing off getting booked.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like that right there. But but during the pandemic, I was like, I got to get this social media going because stand-up had stopped. So I'm like, I don't like this feeling.
So you sort of got into content creation, then you started stand up, and then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, I started stand up 2015, and I did stand up every weekend 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
I was off social media by 2017. Pandemic hit. Now I got to get back on it.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
So I had to come back, and now they were monetizing, and I went in. I tested it out. I made $70 off one video, and then after that, I went crazy. I was like, oh, and now it's to the point where I basically built a network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is you've kind of focused on this vertical micro drama. I've never seen, that's unique to you, I think, as far as like a stand-up. So how did you kind of hone in on that as something that people really love and gravitate to? I
always thought about it. I was like, people in social media, you want them to do less work. So doing this was extra work for them. So I was like, just keep it like this. They're watching their phones like this, most people. So I just did it. And I was doing comedy at first. Comedy got me jumping. And then after that, I started writing dramas. So I stopped being funny on social media 2021. You know.
But like, why did you think people would respond to like sort of like a soapy, like the sort of interact, like relationship based?
I could tell by the comments. They liked when I were going story after story. So they liked when I was like, this happened and that happened. I was like, oh, they want a story more than they want comedy.
Yeah.
So then one night I Googled comedy movies, and I said, ooh, besides Hangover and a few others, comedy movies didn't do that big.
Right. Lately, yeah.
So I was like, oh, people like drummers. So I switched it that day. The next day on set, I was like, hey, no, be serious. I was like, Mike, put your hand on the shoulder. Cause we was being funny in the skits. Like, hey, what's going on? What you doing over there? And then I was like, nah, say it serious. Like, what you doing over there? I love you. And
were you, besides yourself, were you casting just friends? Like,
I was casting actors.
You from the beginning were cast like professional casting?
My partner, Chase, we call him Chase Walker, but I know him as DJ Southern Bread. He used to be Soulja Boy DJ. He used to be on tour with Chris Brown. And I used him to go get people. I'd be like, hey, Bread, he'll cast people. I got this story about this cougar. So he'll go get a lady. He got a lady with gray hair, which was Rolanda. I need this guy to play my son, girlfriend, daddy. He went and got Mike. So he was he was casting everybody for me.
Were you writing everything at the beginning? Are you writing everything now? Like, I
was writing everything at the beginning. Now I drop like 25% of the videos on the page. Cause we drop like 40, 50 videos a day. So 40, you know what I mean? 12 to 1,500.
So, and then you're working with other creators?
No, it's people that I trained.
Right.
So I get them, train them. Like the people that, Rolanda became a producer. The actors that's in my storyline eventually become producer. So they'll take the story and they'll go right off of it.
So interesting. And are you overseeing that the whole time or no?
Not all of it. Yeah. I'm overseeing my storyline. I do the main stuff on the page. My stuff, none of the producers can beat me. None of them. I hope they see this. I keep beating them every month. But I'm still the best producer on my platform, but they're doing a good job of keeping content coming for the fans also. How did you go from just like working by yourself to like producing 1,200 pieces of content a month? That's like a lot of supply and demand. I felt the demand was heavy, but I couldn't supply it. Like, I can't drop 1,500 videos. So I was like, I got to train others. I thought about a network. They got different shows. So I was like, I'm going to train other people. I'm going to sacrifice my page. It's not about me anymore. It's about the stories. So I wanted to be like a channel.
That's amazing. What is the creative process like now? You just have you work with a bunch of producers. They're off producing content. You're doing your own content.
Yep.
And you're
everybody's filming. Chase filming. Mike. I got 22 producers, and everybody's out there filming. Right now, somebody's filming. I'm out in LA right now. I got a Mexican storyline I'm putting together. We're going to a Mexican party. Gonna eat tacos. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm putting these storylines together, but they're still doing it, and everybody's everywhere. Like right now, Chase is in New Orleans. Most people are in Atlanta shooting, and we keep it going.
Okay, so how many people would you estimate are on your sort of payroll, or people like you work with, like actors, producers?
Oh man, hundreds, at least 100.
Hundreds of people.
Hundreds of people for sure.
Does that?
Oh yeah, and I don't even know them all. It got to the point I don't even know all of them. I got white people on there. Anytime you got white people working with you,
and they help you wrangle the whole operation.
Yeah, I got.
It just seems like so much.
I got people who upload. I got 10 DPs. It's a lot of people.
Does it feel good to create work for that so many people?
For sure. When people, I see people like, hey man, I'm gonna thank you, Wayne, man. I quit my job and I work for you now. You work for me. Who are you? Yeah, so it does feel good. It feels good to be in that position to bless others in the entertainment space for sure, which is hard to really make a living. So to give people that opportunity, nothing but God.
It seemed like you attribute some of your business savvy to like just lessons learned in childhood or growing up. Like, is that right? Like,
yeah.
Tell me about that.
I've thrown parties, brought artists, lost, won, come from the streets hustling, nightclubs and parties. I learned that you have to invest, and you got to spread, and you got to grow, and you got to scale. Mm-hmm. And you got to alleviate some of the responsibility to others, and that's how your business grows. So it's just learning that on building a business and not keeping it all yourself. Mm-hmm. So I learned that just in my 20s.
You know, you've joked about your grandma being your biggest hater, but when did, I don't know if that still continues, but like, when did people in your community or your family just be like, whoa, like when did it really hit them what was going on with you?
It was like 2014. It was like 2015. It was like, hold up, you really doing this? Then when I started going on tour and I started meeting other famous people and taking pictures with them, like, they know you? And then when I started putting clips and going to other places, like, these people know you. So it's like, they were blown away. But they knew I was going to be famous though. Because they thought it was going to be rapping, because I was getting a rapping buzz in my hometown.
Oh, really?
But it wasn't nothing like my comedy for sure.
One of the things I thought was really interesting about you is you're very transparent about your views and everything. Like, you kind of put it out there, right, for people to see.
For sure.
What's the thought process behind that?
I just want people to come from, you know, especially the black community. You don't have to hustle and sell drugs or anything like that. You know, I just want to give people opportunities to show that you can make it on the social media thing. So it's like sharing the game. Just like when I was rapping about what I was doing. Now I'm talking about what I'm doing, and I hope it inspires somebody to. What
do you tell young people who might ask you for advice?
Hey man, tell your story and be consistent on social media. Mm-hmm. Utilize social media. It's still at its beginning stage. It's like when the beginning, whenever everybody was buying land back in the 1900s, right? Social media is like a universe of its own. Like, mark your land. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do, if you cook, if you tie shoes well, tell them different way to tie shoes. Find your lane on social media and just stay consistent.
Well, in terms of stand-up, you seem to be like, I was comfortable from the beginning. I was always comfortable with it. But like, it must have been a process a little bit to find your voice as a stand-up, to be on stage now. Mm-hmm. Can you walk me through that process from like your first times trying it?
To be honest, when I first started, I was more of who I am now. Mm-hmm. I was just more of me, right? Getting into it, I became a character that people love, Kountry Wayne. But now I'm back to me. But to be honest, I had fans when I started. So I never went through the process of not having fans. So when I started stand-up, I knew what subject matter to hit, because I was already talking about it on social media. Child support, food stamps, income tax. Mm-hmm. Now I got a more broad audience, you know, so now I have to talk about.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting.
My audience switched. Like, right. When I go to my shows now, it's really like a crossover audience. I really got a crossover audience. It's like, yeah, it's different audience.
So do you separate Kountry Wayne from Wayne Colley?
Now I do, yeah.
It's a
blend because I'm high energy for real. When I get to talking for real, I'm real high energy, but in real life, I'm low key. So on stage, it's a little bit of both. I'm real relaxed, but I'm so high. I'm crunk. Like when I get that microphone in my hand, I'm just like, man, here it goes, and I release and like, hey, this my point of view, and this what I got to say, and this how we gonna do it tonight. You know,
tell me about your first stand-up show.
My first stand-up show, I was hosting because I knew not to take a. They tried to get me to headline, but I wouldn't. So I went out there, did pretty good. And but the audience was already mine, and I just got better and better from there. Mm-hmm. Like I remember going out, and I was like, I seen this joke by Henry Welch before I went out, the day before the show, and the crowd wasn't laughing. He said, "If y'all don't laugh, I'll strip butt naked right now." Y'all think I'm playing? Da, 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 da. So I went first out there. They was laughing a little bit. I said, "If y'all don't laugh," so Henry, I told you a joke. I got to admit, I told you a joke that day. Shout out to Henry Welch. But it went well, man. It went well. Stand-up went well for me from the beginning because I was blessed enough to already find my audience.
Mm-hmm. And know what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I know what I wanted to say, and I know what they wanted to hear.
How do you define like your style, and what is interesting to you as a stand-up?
It's kind of like a offbeat rap. Okay, even all my specials, my laughs be it's rapid fire. Mm-hmm. It's rapid fire, high energy, quick wit. Mm-hmm. But I don't really wait on the laugh. I don't let it breathe a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which is in comedy you're supposed to, but that's just my style.
Sure.
If I hear when they laughing, I catch the back of that laugh and stack it. Versus you're supposed to, they tell you when you laugh, let it fade off and catch it right there. But I'm like, hey, if you went up with over there, ha ha, I'm on to the next joke. And then I stopped talking about it. Da, 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 da. It's like, it's real fast. It's like, if I had to rap it, probably like, you know that I got it, you know that I want it, you know that I'm in it, and I'm in LA, you know where I stay, you know that I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's real high speed.
Yeah. And you kind of get that in the new Nostalgia special released in March.
Oh yeah.
On Prep Video. So you did like 2 big specials in just a couple of years for the streamers. Like, did you learn anything specific making the first one that kind of informed how you did this?
Yeah, I slowed down a little bit on the second one. Mm-hmm. Because I realized in film, when you're doing a special, you got to kind of slow down more because it's television. And the second one, I showed the crowd more. Mm-hmm. So, you learning, you learn as you go on how to get better and better at shooting specials, but I kept the same energy, but I just expressed more on the second one.
It's impressive that you got to Netflix so quick because it's like people try so hard for a long time to get on these platforms sometimes, and it's like it's very difficult. I'm curious though, like, did you ever think about just going as someone who like owns your own operation? Like, why not go to YouTube? Did you ever think about that? Because like
when I go on the road this time, I'm gonna put out clips.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the crowd work stuff because that's what's working. So I'm going to put out clips on social media.
But would you release a special on YouTube, or do you see more value in?
I don't know, man. I don't know because they pay good money to put it on. It was decent money, so I might just put out free material on YouTube. But nah.
Makes sense. I mean, a lot of these deals are like licensing deals. People make it seem like you spend a lot of money on these specials and you might not get that much back off of it, but you're just getting the Netflix. You are a Netflix comic.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Like my first deal wasn't, but that second one was better, and I know I'm just gonna
going from there.
Yeah, I know. I'm a businessman. I know what I'm gonna do.
So, like, how do you think about finding the spine of a special? Like, how did you land on nostalgia as sort of the core?
Because it was just reminding people back in the day. I feel like I'm stuck in the 90s. Not stuck in the 90s, but I remind people of just my favorite shows. You know what I'm saying? Martin, Saved by the Bell. I watched everything. The Cosby Show, Golden Girls. I watched so much 90s TV, Seinfeld, that I think I'm the recorder. I'm like the the recorder to the data for all the stuff that we loved in the 90s. And I know no matter when I talk or what I do, I'm that person still. So it's like, I feel like nostalgia brought that for sure. I was very satisfied with that special.
We're both children of the 90s. What do you most miss from the 90s that's no longer around?
Man, I miss people just, seeing each other without looking in their phones. I just miss people really talking about this stuff and sitting around and watching something together. It's like we are so individually separated right now because of the cell phone, which the cell phone got its good things too, but that's what I miss is sitting down watching movies and TV. Yeah.
Were you a Blockbuster guy?
Oh yeah, Blockbuster for sure. But we couldn't, I ain't gonna lie, we was bootlegging everything. Hey, we couldn't afford Blockbuster, but we was definitely busting up the block. To the man who's selling socks. Hey man, let me get that. Let me get a pair of socks. Let me get that. Yeah, let me get that new movie right there.
Do you have a feeling on like the 90s? I think were a big moment for a black comedy with like Def Jam and stuff. Like, do you have a feeling about what this moment represents versus then?
I mean, I think this moment is back because with the crowd work, everybody who took off and selling a lot of tickets. Besides Shane Gillis, his special did him some justice. Plus, he was part of Joe Rogan. He went on that podcast and he's got that audience. But Matt Rife, my brother Mojo Brooks, right now he's taking off. Ali Sadiq did YouTube, so I think right now it's the time you just put your stand up out. If you're good, you're gonna get some views. I can't wait. This is my first time about to do crowd work. I'm excited. I'm like, when I first started doing crowd work was looked down upon.
That's new to you, like recently?
Yeah, I'm about to start when I go on the road. September, October, November, December. I'm finally recording clips and putting them out.
Okay, so you hadn't recorded
no, I haven't.
On the road before.
I haven't, but I'm excited.
That's the next thing for right, because it's like you could have a whole team working with you.
I got a whole team doing it, and I'm like, I'm gonna be on stage giving away jokes and crowd work. I'm like, I'm so excited about this because when you know how to do stand up, this part is easy. It's like, I can't wait to put it out there.
Yeah. So this special was like a homecoming show. Like why at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center in Atlanta. So why was this the moment for that? And what was that energy like? It's got to be like
it was high, man. Man, the energy was crazy because just coming from Atlanta, the South, everybody from the South was able to pull up who seen me come from the internet to where I'm at now. So it was just like, man, I'm here and let's go. Let's get it.
Well, you worked with Rotten Science twice and Jeff Thompson. Like, why have they been good partners for you?
Man, we did a show with Taika Waititi.
Oh, in New Zealand. They were on that as well?
Yeah. I did the Apple TV show Time Bandits with Lisa Kudrow. And they put me, I was in 2 episodes and we linked. And ever since then, we've been locked in. Yeah. Okay,
gotcha. And so I was curious about the Atlanta comedy scene because I don't know much about it. What is the vibe there?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Atlanta comedy.
Is that where you've cut your teeth, like on the stand-up front?
Like I just got an audience there, man. I really cut my teeth just comedy clubs. I got the comedy clubs
around the country or
around the country. It's just Atlanta, just where I stay at, and it's just home.
Is there a cool scene there right now?
Not really.
Not a lot.
Well, they got the Helium, they got Atlanta Comedy Theater, but it was once upon a time, but not anymore.
What do you see as the story you might be telling with your next special? Like, do you have any idea?
Yeah, I think I'm married to the game. It's like being married to the game. Like I'm single and I got a marriage ring. That's the name of it. I got married to the game on my ring, and I'm gonna be able to talk from a freedom point of, hey man, this is who I am for real. Love me for who I am or don't love me at all. But God love me and this is who I am. And I'm gonna speak from a mindset of saying what everybody probably scared to say. I'm at that point. It's just, hey man, I want a woman who can cook. I don't care about her picture on Instagram. I want a picture. I want some flour on your pants.
Yeah.
I want a woman who can cook. Like I'm not into that, and a lot of men not.
Sure.
It's just like I want to speak the truth.
And so, are you playing mostly like clubs now or theaters? Like,
well, I do theaters after I get jokes. So right now, after Nostalgia, I had to go get some more material. So I'm doing clubs right now, and then I'm gonna do an arena tour with Mike Epps. But usually, when I tour by myself, I do theaters.
Okay. What is your writing process like? You sit down and you're writing, or you're performing on
it's
stage?
Just like every time something comes to my head, I test it to my brothers. I just test the premise.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. What has the routing been like? You just go all over the country, or do you play the South a lot, like specifically? Or
I go all over. Like I'm in Ontario in October.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got some shows in Richmond, Virginia. I go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Omaha. I pretty much can tour everywhere in the U.S.
And so you mentioned Time Bandits. Like, I'm curious, as someone who started out building everything themselves and you're kind of self-sufficient, like, what was it like being sort of a guest inside someone else's machine, so to speak, with like that or praise this? Like,
it was great, man.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool because I got to work without the pressure and I learned a lot. Mm-hmm. So I was learning while I was there, like, oh, okay. That's what, And I take everything I learned and apply it to what I do.
What were there specific things you took away from like any of these big projects?
Time Bandits made me not scared to go shoot a movie because it was so big, right? So if I would have been on the outside looking in, I'm like, oh my God. But being in it, I'm like, man, okay, I could do something. They just got more money.
Yeah, right.
So it's like that's what made me go shoot That's Her on my own with Coco Jones, because I'm like, Time Bandits, oh, yeah, I don't got $100 million, but I can do this. So
yeah,
it gave me the confidence.
Tell me more about that, because you co-wrote, star and produce, self-finance all of it, or a significant portion of this movie?
No, all of it. Okay. I financed the whole movie. Me and Coco Jones, producer Stephen Love, director Nina Lee, and we got Loretta Devine in the movie and some other. And it's his love story about me. I'm a corporate guy who got to choose between two girls. One of them is an intern and one of them is a girl that worked with me, but it's for different reasons. But the backstory that I'm giving up, Chance really was looking for love, but nobody believed him. Not even his own grandmother. But That's Her is like self-financed, and it's a different model that I'm bringing, because it's like, I'm not mad at Hollywood. It's just I couldn't wait. I want to.
You want to do it?
I want to do it, so I'm taking it to theaters myself. It's 100% independent.
Oh, how is that? What's the release plan?
Valentine's Day weekend.
But are you like, you're putting it in theaters?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have like a distributor or?
Yep.
Who?
Centurion.
Okay. Gotcha. It's a different level of financial exposure with a film compared to like some of the social media stuff probably. Like, what made this a project where you're like, I'm going to just go for it?
Because I was already doing those stories in my skits. So I tested out in the skits first.
This is sort of like an expanded version.
The expanded version of that. Okay. That my fans get to see a special edition of the stories I already tell. Yeah.
So you have an incredibly full life. You're 38, 10 kids, production company, touring business, a film. You're launching a podcast?
Yeah, I'm launching a podcast.
So yeah, what about, tell me about that. What's the idea there?
I got these girls that's in my skits. They're going to have to stay in character on the podcast. So think of wrestling. They got to stay who they are. If they married to a person on the skits, you're married to that person. But everybody else who come on the podcast can be themselves. So if they interview Coco Jones, she has to be Coco Jones. We talk about real life subjects, but I'm launching it in September. But it's a unique podcast because they have to stay in character. They can't be their real selves.
Yeah.
So whatever life they had on the skits, that's the drama, and that's who they going to have to be.
Interesting. And were you making an app as well, or thinking about that?
Yeah, I'll make an app. I'm gonna make a Kountry Wayne app eventually.
Okay, tell me about that.
It's gonna be like a miniature version of Netflix. Okay. And I'm a licensed content and do all the other things, and just gonna be my taste, my eye, for my fans and people that grow with me along the way.
And so, what do you think is the single best business decision you've made that's changed everything? Is it just believing in yourself and betting on the sort of content?
I think putting other people on the business, not being the main character.
Okay.
Removing myself, removing my ego, and let other people shine was the best decision I made, because I'm finally making money when I sleep. Versus when I tour, I make money, but I have to be there. I can't. What I built on social media is equivalent if I could send Kountry Wayne to Omaha and LA at the same time. Yeah. You know, so with the content, I'm able to, stuff is posted on my page right now every 15 minutes. while I'm sitting here talking to you.
Right.
And it's got nothing to do with me.
Insane.
So that's the single best business decision I definitely made.
So I think a big part of your business model had been like keep overhead low. So you're shooting like in public your houses, your properties, or like in the park or whatever, keeping it kind of lo-fi a little bit. Like, do you think like you would ever do what Tyler Perry did in Atlanta, where he like owns his own studio?
Nah.
Or too pricey and
too pricey,
too
and
much involved.
AI came. So even he said, "Don't get a studio." I heard him say that one day.
Oh, really?
Because it's like the land is the studio with social media.
Right.
You know, I don't want to. That studio. It's gonna cost me when I'm out there. 'Cause I got houses now that I bought just for the skits when I'm renting, and I still have to pay that rent. So I do have a studio. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses that's just for the content.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm already got a studio, but I wouldn't just put it in one place for sure.
And so what is the long-term vision for you and your business and your stand-up? Like, how do you describe it?
Stand-up, I want to continue to grow and stand-up audience-wise. And that's what I'm about to do with the crowd work. That's why I'm excited. And social media, I want to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger just because I know the ad money come. It's like I want to be it's just like I'm addicted to getting bigger. And the app, I want this Kountry Wayne world to be just the brand. Kountry Wayne this, Kountry Wayne that. And I want it to all be a conglomerate, a blend of everything I do, for sure.
Why are you going to tour with Mike Epps? Are you guys close?
Yeah, we cool. I went on tour with him before. I was supposed to go last year, but I had to go get new jokes. So I was like, I got to go back to comedy clubs. I just dropped 2 specials, and that's 2 years. It's 2 hours of material. So I got to go grind these jokes back up.
Yeah, you're also on platforms like Instagram, but I'm curious, like if Facebook went to shit tomorrow, like if the algorithm just changed or something fundamental changed about like what they do as far as like content, like what's your next move? What do you do?
I'm on YouTube also.
Yeah, so you would just adjust and go.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. Lean into the other platforms.
I just try to make myself. It could definitely end tomorrow, but I try to make myself to be the last one they want to get rid of.
Yeah. Well, the last thing I usually ask people is like a lightning round: favorite young emerging comic, favorite book recently, and favorite album.
Favorite young emerging comic, I'm gonna go Cam Patterson.
Okay, tell me why.
Because he just remind me of just somebody from the hood that found a way to crack through, man. And I'm glad that he came through being him. He crossed over and he got a different audience, but he still is who he is. He still talk the way he talk. He reminded me a lot of me. I never changed. And he's funny, man. So I'm proud of him for sure. And what was the next question? It was
book. Do you have a book that you would recommend to people?
Oh yeah, How to Become a Millionaire God's Way.
Okay.
I read that book. I forgot the author, but that's a book, man. They got quotes in there like, do for 5 years what others won't do, and you could do what they can't do for the rest of your life. It's like, it was just all quotes of how to do it the righteous way. God's way. And I feel like that's what my career, I went. Yeah,
it's big for you.
Yeah, I went God's way, and I still made it. I still, we still shining and we still grinding. I don't even curse in my comedy. Yeah. But I'm still able to be on shows with people who curse. And so yeah, definitely that's my favorite book.
Album?
Favorite album, man. I'm gonna go I got to go Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
That's my I have other albums before that. That was my favorite, but Lauryn Hill album.
I'll throw in one more movie. I'm curious.
Oh, favorite movie? Hey man. Oh man, I can't say one. I gotta have 3 movies.
Go ahead.
Avatar, Titanic, Pretty Woman.
Nice. Last question. Do you really want to expand as an actor?
Oh yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's the main thing. When I first started, I thought I was gonna skip stand-up. Acting was the thing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go definitely do that. That's what I love too. I love acting.
Yeah. Well, right on. Well, congratulations on all your success.
Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you so much for speaking with me. And
I appreciate you, man, for having me, man. It feels so good here.